season replays, fantasy drafts, ultimate creative leagues, and what if tournament. It's Coffee Cup Games with the coach, DKM. Hey, this is Coach DK with Coffee Cup Games. First and most importantly, Merry Christmas. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this wonderful holiday, able to spend time with family and friends, got gifts from Santa, and most importantly, able to celebrate the life and birth of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And with that being said, we are going to do a very special Christmas edition of Coffee Cup Games. We are going to celebrate some of the players who have been born on Christmas Day. Throughout Major League Baseball history, there have been dozens, but there are 3 players who actually were born on Christmas Day and made it into the Hall of Fame. There's 1 pitcher and 2 fielders, and today we're going to celebrate those fielders as we're going to do a matchup between those 2 fielders. And who are the 2 fielders who were born on Christmas Day and made it into the Hall of Fame? It is none other than Nellie Fox and Rickey Henderson. Nellie Fox was part of the Go-Go White Sox of the 1950s. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1997. He was a 15-time All-Star, and he was the inaugural winner of the Golden Glove Award for second base in 1957. He won that award 3 times. He was also selected as the league MVP in 1959, which is the year that we're going to use in this replay. Rickey Henderson, on the other hand, was a 10-time All-Star. He won the Golden Glove once, but he is best known for being the all-time leader in runs and stolen bases, probably being the greatest leadoff hitter of all time. Rickey Henderson won the MVP when he played for Oakland in 1990, and that will be the year and the team that we'll be using for Rickey Henderson. So in our very special Christmas matchup, we are going to do the 1959 Chicago White Sox starring Nellie Fox versus the 1990 Oakland Athletics showcasing Rickey Henderson. Both the 1959 Chicago White Sox and the 1990 Oakland Athletics made it to the World Series, so we're going to use the Game 1 lineups for this matchup. The only difference is going to be Chicago is going to have a DH because they didn't have a DH back in 1959. So we're going to go ahead and tweak the lineups a little bit. But let's go ahead and meet the lineups. For the 1959 Chicago White Sox, Luis Aparicio is going to be playing short, leading off. Nellie Fox, the birthday boy on Christmas, is going to be playing second and batting second. Landis, the center fielder, will be batting third. Kluszewski is going to be playing first base. He'll be batting fourth. Sherm Lawler, the catcher, is going to be batting 5th. Phillips is going to be batting 6th and playing third base. Goodman will be the DH batting 7th. Smith, the left fielder, will be batting 8th. And Rivera, the right fielder, will be batting 9th. For the 1990 Oakland Athletics, Rickey Henderson, the birthday boy, is going to be leading off. Willie McGee will be playing center. He'll be batting 2nd. Jose Canseco will be in right field batting 3rd. Harold Baines will be batting 4th. He's going to be the DH. Mark McGuire will be batting 5th, playing first base. The third baseman, Corey Lansford, is going to be batting 6th. Terry Steinbach, the catcher, batting 7th. Walt Weiss will be playing short, batting 8th. And Willie Randolph will be playing 2nd, and he'll be batting 9th. And for the starters, we picked the team's best pitchers. Early Wynn, the Hall of Famer right-hander, will be pitching for the Chicago White Sox. He went 22-10 with a 3.16 ERA, and for Oakland will be the right-handed Dave Stewart. He went 22-11 with a 2.65 ERA. So grab a cup of coffee and let's jump into the battle of the Hall of Fame Christmas birthday boys. But before we start the game, I'm going to ask you guys to take a quick moment, give me a little bit of a holiday and Christmas gift by liking the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. So now let's go ahead. Let's jump into the action between the Hall of Fame birthday boys, Nellie Fox and Rickey Henderson. And we are at Oakland Coliseum. It is Christmas Day. It is the afternoon, and it is an average day there. And so we have Dave Stewart on the mound. He is going to be pitching for Oakland Athletics, who we will be managing in this game, and they're going to be going against, again, the 1959 Chicago White Sox. So let's jump into the action. Leading off will be Luis Aparicio. Dave Stewart with the pitch. He's going to hit a ground ball to third base to Lansford. That's going to be one down. Next up is the birthday boy, Nellie Fox. He's going to hit a ground ball to Lansford to third. And he's going to outrun the throw. He's going to outrun the throw, making him safe at first. So the birthday boy, Nellie Fox, a Hall of Fame second baseman, the MVP in 1959, starts off his day with a single. Here's Landis, the center fielder. He had 272 back in 1959. He's going to hit a fly ball to McGee center field. And that's going to be the second out. And next up will be Kluszewski, the first baseman. He's going to rip a single, and they are going to send Nellie Fox. We are not going to throw it. Let him take third. We're going to make sure Kluszewski stays at first, and that's going to bring up the catcher, Sherm Lawler, who only hit 237, but he did have 22 home runs back in 1959. Dave Stewart got a runner in scoring position. He's going to have to buckle down. He's going to get Lawler to hit a ground ball to short. Weiss is going to pick it up, and he's going to throw it out, and that's going to be the third out. So a good defensive play to get out of the inning. And Chicago ends the first without getting a run, even though they had two runners in scoring position. Now, bottom of the first, here's Oakland. Leading off will be the Christmas birthday boy, Rickey Henderson, the MVP in 1990. Let's see what he can do. Early win on the mound. And Henderson needs a 1-9. He gets a 1. So both Henderson and Nellie Fox lead off their day with singles. Rickey Henderson, a great base stealer. We're going to go ahead and try to see if we can steal with him. He has a 95% if he gets a good lead, and he does get a good lead, so he's going to take second. So we're now going to try to see if he can steal third. He's trying to get a lead. He cannot, so he's going to remain at second. Willie McGee's now up. Willie McGee's going to see what he can do. He is a switch hitter. He is going to hit a fly ball to Landis in center field, so that's going to be the first out. And now here comes the power guys. Jose Canseco, Harold Baines, Mark McGuire, the 3-4-5 spot. So here's Jose Canseco. He had 37 home runs in that year, and he unfortunately also had a lot of strikeouts, and that's going to be a strikeout for Jose Canseco. Now here's Harold Baines coming to bat. Harold Baines, a very good hitter, but not very good in the clutch, and early win is going to strike out Harold Baines to get out of the inning. 2 strikeouts after Rickey Henderson leads off with a single and steals second, putting himself in scoring position. So both Chicago and Oakland escape runners in scoring position in the first inning. Top of the second, here's Phillips, the third baseman. He's going to hit a ground ball to Lansford. That's going to be 1 down. Here's Goodman, the DH. He is going to hit a fly ball to Henderson in left field. That's going to be 2 down. And now Smith, the left fielder, is up. And he is going to get a single up the middle. So he will be on first. And that's going to bring up the number 9 hitter, Rivera, the right fielder, who had only 220 back in 1959. Smith does not get a good lead. Rivera's going to hit a ground ball to Willie Randolph. And it's going to be a single and then an error by Randolph. So Rivera's going to go to second. Smith's now on third. And it's the leadoff man, Luis Aparicio, who is going to come to bat. He hit 252. And he has a chance to get some early runs in the top of the second. Here's the pitch by Stewart. And Aparicio is going to hit a line drive right at Lansford. That's going to be the third out. So that's going to end the inning. So again, opportunity lost, this time by Chicago. Oakland now up bottom of the second. Here's Mark McGuire. He had 39 home runs. He needs a 1-17. He rips a 4. This is going to be crushed into left center. Mark McGuire with a home run to lead off the second inning. Now here's Lansford, the third baseman. He's going to be hit by a pitch. Early win, throws a little bit too far inside, and Lansford's now on first base. He's going to try to get a lead. He does, and he's going to steal. Needed a 1-16. He gets a 5, so he's now on second. And now Terry Steinbach, the catcher, is up. Steinbach hit 251. He's going to ground ball to Aparicio. We are going to try to advance Lansford. They're going to let him go to third. They're going to take the easy out at first. That's going to be 1 down. And the infield is in with Walt Weiss now coming to bat. He had 265, the switch hitter. He needs a 1 for a double, but he gets a 15, which is good enough for a single. So that's going to be the second run of the inning as Walt Weiss hits a single to advance and knock in the second run of the inning. He's going to try to get a lead. He does not. So Willie Randolph's up. Willie Randolph played for Oakland in 1990. Primarily, he was with the Yankees, but he's going to hit a ground ball to Phillips, so he's going to throw it to second and then turn. It's going to be flipped over to first for a 5-4-3 double play. But Oakland gets 2 runs in the second inning to lead this one 2-0. Now Nellie Fox, the birthday boy, is up. Nellie Fox got a base hit in the first inning. He needs a 1-5. He's going to get his second hit of the game as he gets a 4. So he is now on base for the second time. 2 hits. Landis, center fielder, is up. He's going to be struck out as Dave Stewart gets his first strikeout of the game. And now Kluszewski's up. He singled his first at bat. And this time he's going to hit a ground ball to Willie Randolph. He's going to throw it to Weiss. And that's going to be a 4-6-3 inning-ending double play. And now here's Rickey Henderson, top of the order. He singled his first at bat and stole second. He is going to need a 1-8. He gets a 17 as Smith is able to get there in left field. Unfortunately for Henderson, the birthday boy, not able to take advantage of the role there. Here's Willie McGee. Played most of his career with St. Louis, and he's going to be strikeout. And that is Early Wynn's third strikeout so far in the game. And now Jose Canseco's up, and he again is going to be struck out. So 2 strikeouts for Early Wynn in the inning. That's his 4th. And we now enter the top of the 4th as Oakland leads this one 2-0. As Oakland has 2 runs on 3 hits, has committed 1 error. Chicago has 5 hits, but has yet to score a run. Dave Stewart on the mound, going against Sherm Lawler, the catcher. Lawler's going to hit a fly ball to Canseco, not the best range though, and he is going to not get there as it drops in front of him. That's going to be a single for Sherm Lawler. A leadoff single, and now Phillips is up. Phillips is going to hit a line ball right to Weiss at short. That's going to be 1 down, and now Goodman, the DH, is up. He's going to draw a walk. So runners on first and second, and I believe that again, for the 4th time, they have runners in scoring position, and now Smith, the left fielder, is up. He hit 237 with 17 home runs. In 1959, he's going to center a ball to center fielder McKee, who's got to make a play. And he does, and it's not going to be deep enough for the Lawler to advance to third. So that's going to be 2 down, and now Rivera, the number 9 hitter, is up, and he's going to hit a fly ball to Henderson in right field to end the inning. So again, Chicago not able to take advantage of runners in scoring position. Bottom of the 4th, Early Wynn now going against Harold Baines, who had 16 home runs. And Baines is going to hit a ground ball to second. That's going to be 1 down. And now McGuire, who home run in his first at bat, is going to draw a walk. So he's on first. And now Lansford, the third baseman's up. He's going to hit a ground ball to Fox at second base. And Fox not able to get there as the throw is late, as he was hustling to get the throw in. And he misfires, and Lansford goes to second. McGuire's on third. Terry Steinbach, the catcher's up with 2 runners in scoring position and only 1 away. And he's going to hit a ground ball to Aparicio at short. Aparicio makes sure McGuire does not advance, takes the out at first. And so there's going to be a simple ground ball. Runners hold. And now Walt Weiss is up. He had a single with an RBI. His last at bat, another chance. And they are going to walk him. So the bases are loaded for the number 9 hitter, the second baseman, Willie Randolph, who hit only .210 back in 1990. And he's going to hit a fly ball to Rivera in right field. Rivera's going to have to make a play, and he does. As he hustles, gets there, and is going to end the inning as the bases remain loaded. And Oakland cannot knock in a run, and Chicago escapes. The bottom of the 4th, top of the 5th. Dave Stewart on the mound again, top of the order for Chicago. Aparicio, who's 0 for 2, is now going to pop out the short. He's going to be 0 for 3. Nellie Fox, who has 2 singles, hits a ground ball to Lansford. This time Lansford makes a play, and it's going to be an out. So 2 down, And Nellie Fox has finally gotten out on his birthday. Here's Landis, center fielder. He is 0 for 2, and he's going to fly ball to Henderson in left field. That's going to be the third out. So a 1-2-3 inning, I believe the first one that we have had so far in this game. And now Henderson, the top of the order. The birthday boy is going to lead off the bottom of the fifth. He has a single and a fly out. He's going to get his second hit. So both Henderson and Nellie Fox have 2 hits. Henderson had a stolen base back in the first. We're going to try to do it again. He doesn't get a good lead, but we're still going to send him as he's got a 70% chance for a steal, and Henderson is going to be thrown out. Wah, wah, wah. So, unfortunately, the birthday boy does not get a gift there. Willie McGee is going to be up with 1 down. He's 0 for 2. He's going to draw a walk. So he is now on first. We're going to try to see if he can get a good lead and steal. He does not. And so we're going to keep him there. Jose Canseco's up, the power hitter. He's a 1-8. He hits a 5 on the 20 dice, which is going to put Willie McGee to third. He's got a chance to score. We are going to send him. And we're going to send Canseco to third. And McGee is out at home. Landis with an incredible throw gets McGee, and so that will be the second out as Canseco takes third, but a big defensive play by the center fielder Landis. Now we got Harold Baines with 2 outs and a runner on third. He's going to get a ground ball to Fox, and Fox is going to be able to make the play. This, I believe, 3-time Golden Glove winner makes the defensive play there to end the 5th inning. So it still remains 2-0 as we enter the top of the 6th. Kluzinski's up, the first baseman. He hit 297. He needs a 1-11, a good opportunity, but he gets a 20. So it's just going to be a single. Sherm Lawler's up. He singled his last at bat. He needs a 1-4. It's going to be a 5. So it's all the way back to the track. Off the wall, he's going to get a double. Kluzinski, who is very slow on the base track, on the bases, is going to hold at third. So with no down, no outs, is now runners on second, third. Phillips, the third baseman's up. He hit 264 with 5 home runs. So let's see what the third baseman can do. Stewart trying to get out of this one, and he is going to walk Phillips to make the bases loaded with no outs. And here comes Goodman. He is 0 for 1. He has a walk. He's going to fly ball to center to McGee. Kluzinski does not have any speed at all, so he is not able to tag up. So they're able to escape that one. Luckily, because of Kluzinski's horrible speed. Smith, their left fielder, is up. He is going to get a ground ball to Lansford at third. Lansford is going to take the out at second. They're not able to turn the double play, and Kluzinski scores from third. So the first run for Chicago, as they now trail 2-1 with 2 outs. Rivera, the number 9 hitter, is up. He already has a single, but he's going to line out to McGuire at first, and that's going to end the inning. So they leave another runner stranded in scoring position as we now enter the bottom of the 6th, with Oakland still holding on to a 2-1 lead. And McGuire, who home run back in the second, walked in the fourth, is up to bat, and he needs a 1-7. He's going to get a 3. So McGuire is on fire today, has not gotten out. He's going to lead off with a single, and now Lansford's up. He's going to draw a walk. So runners on first and second. As there are no outs and runner in scoring position, Terry Steinbach, who has grounded out twice, is now up to bat. Early Wynn's going to try to get him out, but it's going to be a ball into center field. Landis, the center fielder's got a pretty decent arm, and unfortunately for us, McGuire is not that fast. It's a 1-11. It is a 50% chance. We are not going to send him, as we have runners on every base, and we got Walt Weiss coming up, the shortstop, who hit 265, and he has already had a single and been walked once with an intentional walk. His last at bat. Can Weiss come through again? And they are going to bring in a new pitcher, as Rudy Arias is going to come in relief for Early Wynn. Arias, the left-hander, going against Walt Weiss. Here's the pitch. And Walton Eastwood, he's a 1-4. Unfortunately, it's going to be an 18. It will be or 15. It will be a fly ball to Smith, but it is deep enough to advance McGuire on the sacrifice fly. So another run is added. And now we have Willie Randolph up with runners on first and second. Willie Randolph's going to hit a fly ball to Landis in center field. And so that's going to be the second out. And now Rickey Henderson, the birthday boy, is up, the MVP from 1990. He had 28 home runs, but unfortunately he's going to ground ball to Phillips to end the inning. So after 6, Oakland adds another run in the bottom of the 6th, and they now lead 3-1. They have 3 runs on 8 hits. They've committed 1 error, and Chicago has 1 run also on 8 hits and has also committed 1 error. Top of the order, top of the 7th, Luis Aparicio going against Stewart. Stewart getting tired, and this is going to be a ground ball to McGuire. That's going to be 1 down, and now Fox, who's 2 for 3, is up. He's going to hit a ground ball to Weiss at second, or excuse me, at short. That'll be the second out, and now Landis is up. Landis is going to hit a ground ball to Weiss. Weiss is going to have to make a play. He does, as he's got pretty decent range. So that's going to be a 1-2-3 inning as we enter now the bottom of the 7th area, still on the mound. Willie McGee, who's 0 for 2, is up to bat. He needs a 1-5. He's going to unfortunately line out. And so that's going to be 1 down. Jose Canseco's up. He has a double that he got back in the 5th. He needs a 1-4, and it's going to be a 7. So it will not be a home run as it's down the line, and Smith gets there in time. And so that'll be the second out, and now Harold Baines is up. Harold Baines had 16 home runs. He hits a crushing shot, pulls this one in the right center, and it's going, and it is out of here. Home run, the second home run for Oakland Athletics, as they now lead 4-1, and now Mark McGuire's up. He is yet to get out. He had a home run back in the first. He's been walked in the second, and he's going to be walked again. So McGuire has been on base all 4 plate appearances, and now Lansford's up, who's gotten on base all of his 3 plate appearances, as he's 1 for 1 with 2 walks. And they are going to bring in Latman now to pinch hit, but Lansford stays hot as he rips a single. Needed a 1-10 for a double. He gets a 16. It is going to be a single. We are not going to send Mark McGuire to third base, so we'll leave him at second. And now Terry Steinbach is up. He is 1 for 3, has 2 ground outs. He did single his last at bat. He's going to hit a ground ball to Aparicio. Aparicio's got amazing range. He gets there, and he's able to make the play to end the inning, but Oakland adds another run in the 7th to take a 4-1 lead. And Stewart is going to stay on the mound. He is over his pitch count, but it's not like it matters because it's just a one-and-done game. So we're going to leave Stewart in until he gets into some trouble. Stewart is now going against Kluzinski, who is 2 for 3. But Stewart with a strikeout against Kluzinski. I believe that is his second strikeout of the game. And now Lawler, who's 2 for 3, is up. Lawler has a single and a double. He needs a 1-15. He gets an 18, so good roll for us. But he is on base with 1 down, and now Phillips is up. He's 0 for 2. He needs a 1-19. It's going to be a 5. So he's going to single, back-to-back singles. Goodman is up, the DH. And so we are going to go to the bullpen. And we bring in Rick Honeycutt, who specializes against left-handed hitters. So I feel like this is a good matchup, especially with 1 out. But we're going to see what he can do. Goodman, the DH, is up. Runners on first and second. Chicago's trailing by 3. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a fly ball to Henderson, the birthday boy in left field, who has to make a play. And his speed is amazing as he gets there easily for a routine fly ball as Henderson reels that one in. And now he has to go against Smith, who is really good against left-handed hitters. Smith is a right-handed hitter. We will let Honeycutt face him. And it's going to be a strikeout as Honeycutt comes in into the top of the 8th with 1 out, runners on first and second, and gets 2 quick outs to get out of the jam. And now we enter the bottom of the 8th as Walt Weiss is up. He's 1 for 1. He has 2 RBIs. He has an intentional walk and a sacrifice fly in the 6th. Latman still on the mound. Weiss is going to hit a ground ball to Fox at second. That'll be 1 down, and now Willie Randolph is on. He is 0 for 3. Probably would go ahead and make a move here, but Willie Randolph's pretty good on defense, so we will stay with Randolph. And Randolph comes through drawing a walk. And so we're now going to try to see if we can get him in the scoring position. He does not get a good lead, so we are not going to send him. And now Rickey Henderson is up. The birthday boy has 2 singles. Stolen base in the 1st, was thrown out in the 5th. He's up, and he is going to be strikeout. So unfortunately, a big cave against Henderson. And now Latman's going to have to face Willie McGee, who is 0 for 3. And McGee's going to hit a fly ball to Rivera, as he is going to be 0 for 4 in this one. And now we go into the 9th inning. And we will let Honeycutt go against Rivera because he is left-handed. But Chicago makes a pinch hitter to go against Honeycutt, which is going to be Romano. And Romano is really good against left-handed pitchers, so I think this is the time to bring in our star reliever, Dennis Eckersley. And so now we have Dennis Eckersley on the mound, probably the most dominant reliever closer back in the late 80s, early 90s. Eckersley is up on the mound going against Romano with a chance to seal the deal in the 9th inning. And Romano is going to draw a walk, as that's going to bring in Luis Aparicio, who is 0 for 4 today. And so it's going to be a ground ball by Aparicio to McGuire. He's going to take the easy out at first base, letting Romano take second. Romano has horrible speed. So that's going to be 1 down, and now Nellie Fox, the birthday boy, is up. He is 2 for 4 with 2 singles in his first 2 at-bats, but his last 2 at-bats, he is ground out. Nellie Fox, the birthday boy, needs a hit here. He's going to hit a ground ball to Randolph. We are going to let Romano go to third. We're going to take the easy out. And so that'll be 2 down, and now Landis is up. The center fielder, who hit .262 with 5 home runs back in 1959, is 0 for 4 today. And so here's Eckersley, the pitch, and it's going to be a split. He needs a 1. He gets a 13. So that will be a line out to Lansford at third to end this game, as Oakland wins this one 4-1. And there you go, our battle of the Christmas birthday boys from the Hall of Fame. We had 2 MVPs battling it out. Rickey Henderson, the MVP from 1990, brought his 1990 athletics, and he battled against Nellie Fox, who was the MVP in 1959, and his 59 Chicago White Sox. And at the end of the game, Rickey Henderson ended up winning this one 4-1. But both Nellie Fox and Rickey Henderson had good games. They both had 2 hits. Henderson had a stolen base, no surprise there. And this one was actually pretty fun to do. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. Hope and want to wish you all again a Merry Christmas. May it bring blessings and joy into your life, and may you find time to remember the reason for this holiday. So until next time, this is Coach DK. Have a good one. Bye.